I'm not mocking you. It's mocking with you.
Is it working on your end?
The podcast.
No,
that
it's
settles
breaking
the
in and out.
once and for all with your host, Lil B.
And the hater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our thing is not working.
And the hater.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's not working today, but welcome to the Mocking With You podcast. We are bringing you what you requested, and that is the top 20 sequels that were better than the original movies. We're not doing TV shows yet, but movies, this is exciting. It was a close race. I thought it was going to be... Yeah, I mean, there's the spin-offs. You could do spin-offs. You could do spin-offs. That's another good one to do. But yeah, we do. So yeah, we were bringing I thought it was gonna be DBZ characters. That was a tie with what was the other one that was really close? Hold on. Best TV relationships I was excited for, but it edged out with the sequels. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I got the first pick this week because good old Hater got to go first. No, you went first last week.
I'm going to be honest. I hit the hot take on the tweet last week.
Oh, see, I just went off by what you sent me. Okay, so there we go. All right.
Fine, I don't care. Go ahead. Get the first one.
I don't care what people got to say. This, to me, is one of the best sequels of all time. One of the best villains who won an Oscar. And that's all you got to say. And that's going to be the Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, with the Joker and Christian Bale as Batman. I don't think you can get better than that with any sequel. And I'm sorry, Chase. It's going to probably be superhero movie heavy here with this list. It's going to be really heavy. Let's be honest. But the Batman Dark Knight, you can't argue the Dark Knight. You can't. That's just one of the greatest.
Well, I can argue the Dark Knight. You can completely drop the ball here. Sorry. The best sequel movie of all time is Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. They even made a whole monologue about this on Clerks. By the way, this movie, no watch that movie.
How did I?
A whole monologue about how Empire Strikes Back is so much better than A New Hope, and it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's great. The Empire Strikes Back. The original three are obviously the best Star Wars. I do enjoy some of the newer three than most people do. I wouldn't put them in the better than the originals, though, obviously. But you could definitely say they're better than the prequels because the prequels are straight ass.
I might have the prequels on this list. I'm not gonna lie though.
Oh, geez. Star Ward. We got Star Ward as number 2. Okay. So I have only seen this movie once in my life. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen this movie. And a lot of people probably will say that this is the best sequel to any original movie. And they're probably right. And it's going to be The Godfather Part 2.
Oh,
it's not. I put it probably not. I mean, I haven't watched it enough to give it the credit that it deserves, but I know it needs to be on the list, so I put it there. And I know if we didn't put it on the list and have it up high, we were going to have complaints and arguments and bitching from people saying
I would put it the next one. Drop the ball again. And you know what? I know want to move this movie is number 5 on the list. And I'm thinking, when I walked away from this movie and I turned around, everybody, and I mean everybody in the movie was stunned. And I'm talking about Avengers, Infinity War.
That's a good one. Shockingly, I did not put that on my list. I was going to leave it off. Not saying it's not great. Love the Avengers Infinity War. I would argue that another one is better than that one. and that one might come up.
I'm saying like the shock value, like.
Oh yeah, the shock value. You can't. When you left the theater after Avengers Infinity War with all the main cast dying and not knowing what's happening, and then having to wait a whole year to see
a whole year for that other movie, and I won't name.
Yeah, I won't name either. But yeah, great pick. I love it. It's gonna show up sooner or later. But I'm gonna go with a classic, another classic that is better than the original. It's a little thriller. It's a little horror. It's a little crime, and it's hello, Clarice, and go with Silence of the Lambs.
Whoops. You know why I might have not put Silence of the Lambs on the list?
Why is that?
I thought it was
I understand.
I might have thought it was the first of the series.
No
one
it's
remembers the other one. No one remembers the first one.
Because the other, I think the third in that isn't like the third in that trilogy, Red Dragon or something.
Yeah, the Red Dragon. That's the first one. No one remembers the first one.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I looked at it. Yeah, it is the first one. When I looked at a list, I did have the Silence of the Lamb is the first one. I apologize. I put on the list of sequels, and I thought it was weird, but I had to put it high on my list because they said it was a sequel. But it does go Silence of the Lamb, Hannibal, Red Dragon.
I'll end your review.
Yeah, that's the list fault. I thought it was weird, but I put it high on there because. But we'll move on and we'll switch it to. I got another great one, and I'm gonna go. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I had to sit through the first one, and I almost fell asleep. It's 3 hours of bullshit.
Oh, shut up. They're over. I just went and watched the extended cut versions of all 6 films.
I'm just kidding. It's good. No one's putting story, but
yeah, the Two Towers
is way better.
You can't argue the fight scenes of the Urukai at Mount Doom, not Mount Doom. Oh my God, what is the Helm's Deep? There it is. Yeah. I'm liking this list already. Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm just looking at this list as a top 5. I don't think you can really argue so far with our top 5.
No. I mean, I'm not that completely homer, but.
What do you got?
All right. The number 6 sequel that was better than the original. And honestly, it's like this close. It's so close. But Back in the Future Part 2 is one of the most iconic sequels there is.
I honestly did not even put that on the list. I didn't even think about it.
You can stop hating.
I'm already in front. I already took care of it. It's on the list. You're too slow. All right, you want to go there, and I like it. I like that you went there. But I'm gonna stay in the same genre, same time frame, same type of movies. This had multiple sequels, always the same parents but different children. And I'm going to go National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Wow, that's really high. I had that like.
No, that's never. It is never too early to take Christmas Vacation.
19. That's what it was. 19. And then that was super low on it. That's okay.
That is a Christmas classic.
You know what? Oh, partner Tyler was not disagree with that. That might be the only movie he knows on this list.
He probably is the only movie he knows on this list. You're not lying.
Okay. And you put that one. Well, shoot. I'm just looking at my list. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. And honestly, I did like the first one. But we all remember this movie. It's one of the most iconic movies in the 90s. And when you think back on it, it's really good. And I'm talking about Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah, that I was about to take that. So good pick. I did have Judgment Day on the list, and that was high.
I mean, what makes it better than the sequel is like everyone remembers like the Terminator that's trying to chase down Connor and John Connor and Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, and like turns into the like a shapeshifter.
Oh yeah, when you got the liquefied Terminator there running around and be able to turn into anything.
Yeah,
I mean, that is
like great at the time too. Like,
and honestly, I've enjoyed every Terminator, even the new ones with Khaleesi in it. The one with God, what's her name? The Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. I can't think of her name right now. She has the one Terminator that I truly enjoyed.
Isn't it? Terminator?
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna have to have a. Again, it's like another mock that we have to do is movie series mock.
Yeah, she is in Terminator Genesis. Yeah, Terminator Genesis. Yeah, and it's with her in it.
I can remember that. Arnold is in that one, right?
Yeah, Arnold's in it. Yeah, like Arnold's like her, like raises her, like is the robot that raises her, programmed to raise her or something. I can't. It's been too long since I've watched it. I saw it in theaters and I enjoyed it. It's been too long, but yeah, that's okay. There's a lot of Terminator movies.
I do remember that one now. I do remember like wanting to see it and never saw it.
Yeah. All right, so this one has to be in the top 10. I don't know if you're going to put it there. This is going back into the 80s. Another cult classic. That's not a cult classic. It's just a classic. And I'm going to go Aliens.
Oh, yeah. It is.
That one should have probably been a little higher on some lists. But
that's a good one. That's fine. Being in the top 10, I'll take it. I don't think we went wrong with this top 10.
No, and honestly, we have one superhero movie right now, or two. You got Batman and you got Avengers. So I don't want to hear Chase complain that this list is mocked with a whole bunch of superhero movies.
Heavily loaded with superhero movies.
It might change here in the back. Can't promise you, but we stay true at the top.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a classic from the 80s, and this is like William Shatner's most famous line. And it's Khan!
Yeah, Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan. Probably one of my most favorite movies on the Star Trek universe. Just because, like, Khan's like totally insane. And by the way, they didn't remake Khan in the newer movies, and he felt flat to me.
Which one? So you got the new one with Chris Pine, but then you also have the one where no, I'm sorry, not Khan. He's not Khan. What I'm thinking of Patrick Stewart in his when a young Picard. Yeah, but Picard was a clone. Didn't they call him Khan? His who was a young.
That was Lotus.
Yeah,
that was Lotus. Not Lotus. I can't remember his name. But yeah, Star Trek 2 gotta make the list.
Yeah, that one's good. I didn't even think about Star Treks, man. There's so Star Trek Nemesis is what I'm thinking of, and you have a young, and you have a young Tom Hardy as the clone of Picard.
That's right. I do remember that now.
Yeah, and I couldn't remember what his. Yeah, Shinzon was his name. Okay. Yeah, that's yeah. All right. I'm sorry. All right, we're at number 11. I was the biggest Yeah, we're at number 11. I was the biggest disbeliever in this sequel. It took so long to come out. Like 20 decades long sequel to come out, multiple delays, and I thought it was going to be ass. Like COVID happened, it got delayed, and then it got delayed, and then it got delayed, and then it came out. And oh my god, the original is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is better than the original, and it's going to be Top Gun Maverick. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
I'm not shocked. I know you're not a big Tom Cruise guy, but this has to be on the list. It's such a great movie. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be. And oh my god, I can't pull his name out of Goose's son in the movie, who is played by. I can't think of names today.
That is man. That guy was man.
Yeah, he was hot for a second, went away. I'm looking it up. Miles Teller. I know somebody. I know people are yelling at the screen. Miles Teller. Yeah, Miles Teller. He did fantastic. Watching Iceman pass away, that hurt. You know, Jennifer Connelly was such an amazing love interest and so much better than. Obviously, you couldn't bring back the old love interest because, let's face it, like, I'm not trying to be sexist, or she did not age well.
Yeah.
It would have made sense to.
That's why.
Yeah, but great, and apparently Goose was in the movie. Like, the actor Goose was in it. I had to rewatch it. Like, you know, I guess he was a background character.
Yeah, I just really no original Top Gun isn't popped. Pun intended. I just don't think it. It was a great movie, great movie, and there's no way it's in the top Gun and in that much close.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I'm fine with it at number 11. I'll take it all day at number 11.
Now we're getting to like the part of the list where like it's a toss-up.
Yeah, you have a lot of mine, so you've been.
I'm moving that bunch together here. So, okay. You know what? Hot take. This is not in the sequel, but it's from the universe. And this is the best movie from that universe. And I'm talking about the X-Men universe. And I'm talking about Logan. Logan is the best X-Men movie there is and ever will be.
It's a sequel, because you got to remember Wolverine had multiple movies. This is the end of Wolverine's character. And, like, you got to remember Wolverine had Wolverine, like, 1, 2, and 3. He had his own.
The Wolverine had its own little series.
Yeah. So yeah, Logan was my next pick. So you saved that pick, because that was my next pick. Because that one is a superhero movie, but it's not, like, you know, that one was the most.
It's like the dystopian type movie. Like.
So we can only, like, Deadpool. We could thank Deadpool. If Deadpool wasn't so successful, we would have never got Logan. Like, Deadpool, I could name Deadpool because Deadpool 2 was not good. Like, do I enjoy it? Yes, but was it better than the original? No. So, but if it wasn't for Deadpool being so successful, a rated R Logan would have never happened, and we would have never got a true Logan, true back past of what Logan's character is. And it was awesome to see that. I just wish we got it sooner. And I'm going to say this. I don't know how a lot of other people are going to feel about it. I am mad we never saw Wolverine in his costume. Did he have the weirdest costume? Probably, but they teased it in, like, X-Men 1 or 2. They showed his uniform, but never seen him dress up in it. And it always pissed me off.
In that uniform. Like, and actually, it was a joke in the first one.
Yeah.
In the X-Men 1, it was like, oh, you put that on, and then he laughed.
Yeah. I remember living in Germany and watching X-Men, like going to the movie theater, watching, like seeing photos on the computer when you still had dial-up and screenshots of the X-Men walking in their tights because, like that was that was before superhero movies. We would not have all these superhero movies and all these sequels and all this if it wasn't for X-Men.
X-Men, and then like many past a little was but
yeah,
very
much so.
Oh, by the way, what helped the X-Men series for me was in X-Men 2,
Magneto?
I forget what the X-Men 2 name is. The name of that movie. But in the movie, Juggernaut walks right by.
Juggernaut was in an X-Men 2.
Was it X-Men 3 then?
Yeah, Juggernaut doesn't make an appearance until X-Men 3. Last day.
Well, he walks right by Professor X, and Professor X says nothing. And we all know in the comic book that Professor X was hell-bent. Hell-bent on stopping Juggernaut because that's his brother.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's another big thing. Is that, of course you can't tie everything in, but not to, like, and then what really always bothered me is when they go back and do the X-Men origins, with the prequel of the X-Men, they make Mystique the half-sister or whatever, the sister of Professor X, but never show Juggernaut and him. Like, it's always that, like, were they good movies? Yeah, but it's still, you're just upset that they never sometimes tell the true story. Like, get the comics.
We have gone on that tangent about X-Men here. Look at it.
All right, so I'm going to go and stick on this, and I'm going to go with Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Okay, well, that's not important where I have it.
Yeah, this is one of the best sequels, probably a top, some people would argue top 5 Marvel movie. So,
yeah,
I'm happy with.
I actually really like that. That was such a good movie. Like, and then like you can draw like little like conspiracy theories in that movie, like when Captain America goes into like the old Hydra facility, and they're like they talk about how Hydra infiltrated the United States government.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that. Like there's like such conspiracy theories about that from the Nazis, so it was really fun.
Yeah, it's a great one. You can't. It was starting where you started getting a little bit more of all the characters combining without it being an Avengers film. You had Black Widow. So I one of the best. I love it. And then at this time too, you had the Shield's TV show, which was close side in lining up with all the stuff that was happening in the Marvel movies, and then it kind of derailed and went on into its own thing. But that's coming back, and those characters are going to start making appearances in TV shows and movies. So very excited. And I'm going off another tangent. My nerdiness is coming out.
Okay, so I'm going to pick a classic here. It's amazing. And this is early 2000s. And I'm putting Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It is so and hilarious. And when they play the devil connect Lord and the devil and no not devil the death connect Lord and connect Lord and then the death losing.
I haven't seen it. I can't say anything. I've only watched bits and pieces of Bill and Ted, so I really can't.
Oh my god! Look, my man, it's so funny.
Talking about a guy who could be on this list a lot, to be honest with you.
Keanu
Reeves could be on this list a lot.
I thought about it. By the way, the Matrix sequels on my list. I literally think that you can make the Matrix the first one and stop.
Yeah, you didn't need. Yeah, you didn't need to make multiple, and then now make. I've never even seen the new one yet. I heard it's so bad. I haven't even wasted time watching it.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it was bad. But yeah,
Yeah. And I don't know if his other movies are going to be on here, so I can't say anything yet. I don't have it.
Well,
but
I didn't watch John Wick, the second one, or the. I'm surprised you haven't put the one on here.
I haven't seen it, so I can't put it on here.
Okay.
All right, so you had some movies I was not expecting. You really came out of, and I like it. I see a couple I really want to take. I'm just trying to decide. I'm gonna mix it up before I go superhero again, because this one's just so funny. It's a comedy. You don't get a lot of sequel to comedies that are successful, but this one is so much better than the first one, and the first one's great. But I'm gonna go with 22 Jump Street. With I mean, the whole scene with Channing Tatum in there, and
is that the one where they get high? Does it get high? Really high?
No, it's not where they get high. It's not Channing Tatum. It is Channing Tatum. Oh God.
No, like
this one's when they go to college, and
that was fun.
They go to college. And Jonah Hill fucks the captain's daughter, who was Ice Cube's daughter, and they talk about it, high five, and then Channing Tatum realizes what happened, and he just, he starts hooping and hollering through the whole precinct.
Oh my God.
And saying, Schmidt, fuck the captain's daughter.
Wow.
And then Ice Cube drops the gun on the table and points it at Channing Tatum. He's like, it's that there would be no funnier scene than that in any TV. I died laughing every time I watch that movie. And then
I'll put that on my list. I like that.
Oh, it's so funny. Just for that scene. That's all you need, that one.
I'm a big Jonah Hill fan. He's good. Channing Tatum's all right.
Oh, I love Channing Tatum.
But don't worry. Everybody thinks put Magic Mike extra large on here.
Not happening.
Not happening. I haven't never seen those movies.
I haven't either, but my fiance said that there's a new one coming out, so I might be stuck going.
Yeah, I think it came out already.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. It comes out this year. It's one of the ones that it could have been on the anticipated movie list.
Yeah, it could have been, but we're not there.
Yeah, no. All right.
But it's pretty high on my list, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. But Born Supremacy. Anybody that thinks it's Born film fan, this is better than the first one. The first one was, in my opinion, kind of slow and boring and repetitive.
Oh God, how do you spell
Supremacy?
Supremacy. I got it. I muted myself.
And you know,
I have. Went too long. Been way too long.
Went too long.
No, been too long since I've seen them. Been too long since I've seen them. Yeah, I saw it on the list. I was like, yeah, they're good. Would I put it in mine? No, because I haven't watched it enough. Like that was one of those ones where, like that was like, all right, like Godfather. Have I watched it more than once? No. But does it deserve to be on this list? Yes. Jason Bourne, is it good? Have I seen it? Yes. Would I put it on mine? No. So I kind of left it off, and I figured that might be one you would cover. And that's what happened. I wouldn't argue. I'm not mad that it's on the list. So, okay. I have two more picks left. I am putting one random one. Oh, God. There's some ones on here that I want to put on here, and I thought you might have on your list, and you haven't. Okay. I have to go here because it deserves to be here. I'm going back to the superhero little pool here, and I'm going to take Thor Ragnarok, Thor 3. Hands down, the best Thor. It's the best out of all four. Well, because you have no taste.
I like them. I just don't like them enough to have them on the list. That's my problem.
That one's high on my list. I just let it slide down.
Yeah, I knew I wouldn't pick it.
Well, I wouldn't matter if you picked it.
I was never like. For me, like I like the Iron Man movies more than I like the Thor movies, and the Iron Man movies.
Oh, see, but the Iron Man's got worse. Iron Man 2 was not better than 1. Iron Man 3 was nowhere close. It was shit.
Iron Man 3 was better than 2. That's for sure. But no, Iron Man
3 was straight trash. How they destroyed and killed the Mandarin like that is straight blasphemy. And then they had to go back and try to correct it and fix it. And Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings. Like, that's how bad that was, is that they knew they fucked up the Mandarin and how important the Mandarin character was. And the Mandarin is truly one of Iron Man's biggest nemesis. And then you do that, and then you're like, oh, shit, we fucked up. Let's correct it and make him, the real Mandarin, and to make it in part of the Shang-Chi, which I get makes the story. But whatever. Still, just how they destroyed. Like, I was sitting there all excited and talking about the 10 rings and how they had powers and what they did. And then they did that. I was so pissed. Oh, I was so pissed when I walked out of the movies.
I got 2 picks left here.
Yeah. No, you don't. You have one. You just took. You got one left. You just took one. No, you didn't. I'm sorry. You were talking about Iron Man, and it got me down the fucking rabbit hole.
I didn't hit Iron Man. Don't worry, I won't do that to you. I'm gonna pick James Bond Goldfinger.
God, you.
One of those classic movies of all time. The Bond villain, and then don't forget the new. Have you seen this movie?
Yeah, like 20 years ago. Yeah, like 20.
Uncultured fun.
Not uncultured. I just know I've.
Well, then I got to look on James Bond. So yes, James Bond Goldfinger.
I did too, but are you sure that's his sequel? Are we sure that's not the first James Bond? For Sean Connery?
Yes, that's the sequel.
Oh yeah, Dr. No was number first, and then from Russia to Love. Goldfinger was his third act.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorite players.
Every time I look at and see a Sean Connery and then remember he's not with us anymore, still a little R.I.P. Sean. Like, I love Sean Connery.
Yeah, no, that's James Bond though ever was.
Yeah, he's arguably one of the better James Bonds. Oh, crap. My last pick. You and me were vibing for a while. Then you took a very wide right turn, and then I went left, and now my list is very well intact.
I didn't think those movies were better than the original.
Crap. So now I'm really stuck, because there's some of these I would really like to put on here. And if I put this one on, people will be mad and hate this list. And I want to put it here because I love the movie. But if I put it, people are going to see it and then laugh and then say this list is trash because that movie's on there.
It's at number 19, not number 2.
I know, but
it's not a quick one type here.
I'm going to go here because I enjoy the movies. I'm not going to leave it. I'll make it an honorable mention on the right. This one's high on my list. I enjoy it. You're not going to take it. You're already tired of them. And we just found out that there's not one part. There's not 2 part. But the final movie is going to be 3 parts. And that's Fast 10. But I am taking Fast 5, which is the best of the whole series, is Fast and the Furious 5. And that's going to be number 19.
Yeah, that was not even on my list.
Oh, I know it wasn't.
Yeah, you knew I wasn't going to have that. Come on. All right.
That's the one where you get freaking Gal Gadot.
No, not how long. And I picked one. God, what's going on there? Okay. All right. I'm going to pick the Dawn of the Planet again. That was way better than the first one. And I'm talking about the not the Charlton Heston one.
Which one are you taking? Planet of the Apes.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. The second one.
Are you ready for the new one then that comes out this year?
Oh yeah. By the way, that series has been so good. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah. I'm indifferent about them. I've always been kind of indifferent on the Planet of the Apes movie. So I've never really cared for them. The first one had freaking goddamn numbnuts in it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
You have to. It's part of the. That's why you can talk about this one. God, what's his name?
Yeah.
Please tell me his.
Mark Wahlberg.
Not Mark. No, not Mark Wahlberg. What the hell are you talking about? You're thinking of Terminators, dum dum.
Transformers.
Yeah, I'm thinking of oh my god. Oh, the first Planet of the Apes. It's
about the original series or the new series?
The new series. It has a James Franco who freaking raises Caesar. Yeah, and good old Rise of the Planet of the Apes, James Franco. Did you forget about that?
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Planet of the Apes 2001.
No, I'm talking. Oh, I forgot. No, that one. I forgot about that one until you said something. I did forget about
that one. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, good old Marky Mark. I forgot about that.
So,
I remember seeing that in theaters.
Yeah, James Franco. Yeah, anybody like that one. That's
wow,
like
you
like
just really put
so
Dawn. You just put Dawn, Planet of the Apes, in our last spot out of so many good movies. All right.
I'm sorry, I could not put another Star Wars in there.
So the ones I have left on my list, I have 5. I have 15 through 20 that are on my list that did not get picked. So I got Hunger Games: Catching Fire,
Yeah.
which is I have Harry Potter: Prisoner of Azkaban, which is better than the last 2 you put in. I got Ocean's 12. I got Wayne's World 2. I got Wayne's World 2.
Oh man!
Then
now.
And then I have the one I wanted to put in so bad, but I couldn't, was Grown Ups 2. I love Grown Ups 2. That is why that is for me is that movie when you're homesick or you just need a good laugh. I turn that on and just laugh the whole way through. No, I love Grown Ups 2.
I'm really surprised you didn't put Shrek 2 in there. Or me.
I needed to put it on my list. I did debate it, but I would have rather had that over Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. But
I love those movies.
I mean, I'm not mad at the list. So a quick, you can see it in front of you. Obviously, our list there. Going through. What did I do next?
I didn't get you. Hold on here. Captain America: Civil War, Devil's Rejects, Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, Star Wars: The Revenge of the Sith, Austin Powers: The Spice of Acme.
Did you just say Revenge of the Sith as a Star Wars? Thank God you did not put that on the list. That might be the worst Star Wars film ever created. I can't believe you're on the boat with Thad and them saying that is a good trilogy in movie.
You know why it's so good? And I'll tell you
it's because it's bad?
Hayden Christensen falls in that lava and he burns alive, and that's the best part of the whole thing series.
Yes, you're right. God.
That's why
that was. Okay? God, I hate it. I can't. Yeah. All right. What
the whole series is Hayden Christensen whining the whole time.
Yes, it is. Little briny brat. I hated Hayden. Ugh.
But I did like that. I like everything else except Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen was horrible.
He ruined it.
And my favorite part is that that Anakin went from a little 8-year-old kid to a 20-year-old Hayden Christensen when Padme never aged one day. I never understood that.
What was that about?
Oh,
What was that about?
yeah. And talking about one for a future podcast, fictional characters that we had crushes on. Good old Padme.
Padme.
That little white outfit in the Clone Wars. Ooh. Yeah. But so going back really quick rundown 1 through 10. We had Batman: The Dark Knight, Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back, The Godfather Part 2, Avengers: Infinity Wars, Lord of the Rings: Two Towers, Back to the Future Part 2, Christmas Vacation, Terminator: Judgment Day, Aliens, and Star Trek: Wrath of Khan were our top 10.
By the way, you know what? I might have an omission here. I probably could put in Return of the King over Donald Plan.
Well, you're an
I
idiot
really
and
do
took
like
down the
that.
plan.
Yeah, well, it's on there. It's done.
It's
And
done.
that.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. So next week we'll go with 1 or 2. We'll probably bring you Dragon Ball Z characters draft or best TV relationships. And then the following week we're on a bye because I am getting married that Sunday, which is May 28th. We will not be recording. Yeah.
I'll know in my own in my head that weekend.
Yeah. But thank you for tuning in. Hopefully the outro works today.
Hopefully the outro works. Hey, everybody have a blessed week this week.
Yes, blessed week. Thank you for listening. Have a great one.
Thank you for listening to the Mocking You podcast.
Lovely.
Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the
No idea. Yeah, just follow us on Twitter at Mocking You
Yeah.
podcast.
Hater and
Yeah.
Supercharged 30.
Have a great one.